It's me again. I just felt like saying something real quick before I go back in the house. Before I drop this off and go to Richie's, actually. But at the grocery store, something happened, and I was so deep in thought that I grabbed what I needed from the rack and put it in someone else's cart and walked away and left my cart there, and then didn't notice until this person chased me down like on the other side of the grocery store, and I had their cart full of my stuff, and it was just like a situation that typical of like similar situations I've got myself in by being absent-minded. But my point is, since I've become morally consistent and logically consistent, like I'm always in a state of mind that the easiest way I can describe it is like tuning into a frequency where I'm constantly finding explanations for me and myself, and why did I do things, and why is this a certain way. But it's introspective, kind of. I'm in my own little world, so to say. And there's been things happening though, like I'll find myself in a meditative state, and I guess maybe from before I went to jail, I was walking a lot. I enjoyed being in the weather, and I'd go to where the water is and hang out, which is typical. It's like the story of my life, always going to where the water is. And okay, yeah, I would meditate while walking. I would be in a meditative state, but I would see everything around me, and I could avoid things, but I might like not see. I walked up to a fence, and the dog just lunged at me. Like I didn't see until the dog came into my peripheral, and so I mean, I'm there, but I'm almost not there. And then I was doing it in jail because I don't like to sit with my eyes closed. Like you want to align your chakras and everything when you meditate. It's the proper way, and so you want to stay in a seated position with proper posture. And yeah, but I wouldn't want to have my eyes closed in jail doing that. Yeah. Plus, people would think I was weird or something. So I'd go into a meditative state with my eyes open in there and just sit there and just kind of stare off into space and just kind of zone out and try to dash the thoughts away as they come. Just kind of, acknowledge a thought and then let it go. And I've found like that's good to just do it all the time. Like just walk around and then not let like mean-spirited thoughts enter into my mind. Thoughts like that. Thoughts about what's like taking other people's inventory, like thoughts. Like recognize it and then just stop doing it and then push that thought off to the side, not give it any weight. I think I've heard people say that before. So, anyways, so I sometimes I might appear to be nodding out or something, but I'm not really nodding out like you would expect somebody in this area my age that hangs around with the people I hang around with to be nodding out. Is I'm in a meditative state is what that is. So if you see me like that, and I promise you I'm not on drugs. Although everybody can say that crap. Whatever. And everyone that's on drugs says it, so it's like a meaningless thing to say. But anyways, something happened at home. I want to share as much as I can while I'm inspired to. I was at the Recovery Dharma meeting, like I think it was Thursday at 6, and it was delightful now because we're somebody that was in there that had us doing yoga exercises, and it was really nice how it all played out. It was just really a wonderful experience, and I got into a meditative state, like a deep one, after the yoga, and then I had a difficulty coming out of it. I wanted to stay in it, so I was kind of like half in, half out, but way in a more meditative state than I normally get in public. And I think like the next night or something, Friday night, Saturday night, or whatever, then I was in there again, and it was another meeting, and I was just thinking and zoned out and started kind of going into a meditative state on my own. And I was listening to what the person was saying, like, and it was weird how like it was someone, I just listened to everything. I had to really focus on listening to what the speaker was saying, and I listened to the speaker's story. So I had that in my mind. And then somebody else commented on the speaker's story and said that they had a similar story and started describing it. And then I started thinking about a similar story. And it was like, I immediately felt the need to bust out crying, like just straight up old lady in church crying, like just out, like, and I held it in, like, but I had to go into a deeper meditative state to hold back the crying, the outburst. So I cried, and it was just like an amazing thing. Like, it was just very powerful, like, and this is, I just want to share these experiences because I'm not sure if it has to do with the being morally and logically consistent. Because when I'm zoning out a lot now, I'm thinking about how to logically explain what I'm seeing in front of me, whether I'm looking at other people or looking at myself, or think, this just diving into pure unadulterated logic is just, it's spiritual. Yeah, in a way. So, all right, on that note, I'll go ahead and end it.